What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to reyypapi's YouTube channel, where we speak the truth, where you can be yourself and I can be myself, and we could all be ourselves together, which is so powerful, right? To be yourself. If everyone was to be themselves, this world would be so much better, because there will be no hate, there will be no greed, there will be no jealousy, there will be none of that, because the true nature of a human being is love. Everything in this universe is made with love. Love is the highest energetic frequency. But what happens? The animalistic side gets in the way as you grow, based on traumas that you experienced and based on how you overcame those experiences. That shapes people. And yeah, what a crazy thing, right? Which is why it's so important to heal and to go within, so we don't go on and continue to hurt other people. Because when you heal from certain situations, when you learn from certain situations, you're able to get a better understanding of what it was that went wrong, so you don't allow that to happen again. What a beautiful thing, right? If everyone was just to be a kind human being, right? But that's where the world is shifting. That's where we're all heading, right? 5D consciousness, where it's based out of love and it's based out of peace, where we all have the ability to work together and to manifest and to live in what God called heaven, you know? Let's get some overall energy. Let's get some let's see what the spiritual world wants us to know about today, what the spiritual world wants us to learn about today. How are you guys? Good? Good, I'm glad. Okay. Four of Earth. Control, frugalness, greediness, maliciousness. See the girl there, filing her nails, sitting on all those pentacles, on all those coins, meaning that she's sitting on something that she doesn't even own. She's just trying to control it. And that's what a lot of people do nowadays, right? They try and control those who they have around. They try and control something that is not theirs, because they are unable to manifest, because they are unable to take care of themselves, because they are unable to work, because they're lazy. Instead, they result in stealing and committing fraud and crimes, like Anthony Marquez and Mark Camarena and Freddie Marcos Ramirez. Right? They try and sit on a life that doesn't even belong to them. They try and portray a false sense of personality on social media, right? To try and manipulate people into thinking they are one way when really they are the other way. But we already went into great detail about this card. Let's pull out another card just to clarify the energy, to see what it is that Spirit is trying to let us know. You guys hear the birds? Okay, you guys seen that one jump out. We got the high priestess, someone whose intuition is at 1,000, right? Someone who has ancient wisdom and knowledge, and someone with the patience of a saint. Everyone wants to be the high priestess. Everyone wants to claim that they are, but not everyone has went through all of the dark nights of the souls as a high priestess. Not everyone has came out of situations in their life and stood 10 feet down, you know? Not everyone has done that. The high priestess uses her intuition, uses her knowledge and wisdom that she or he, remember, energies fluid, obtains from other dimensions, from the spiritual world, right? Very wise. And so much knowledge and so much wisdom that, you know, it is obtained through the royal blood, through the royal bloodline. It is obtained through forces that we don't even see, which is why we have people in this world that are able to understand things that other people are not, that are able to see things that other people are not. And that is what the high priestess does, right? The high priestess is able to identify these controlling, fraudulent criminals from across the world, right? You feel that. You intuitively feel that. And you see that in person as well. The high priestess, nothing can escape the high priestess, right? Especially these criminals can't escape any of that stuff, which is why my, high priestess skills came through, so I could be able to dismantle and expose all of the criminal and fraudulent activity that Anthony Marquez and Freddie Marcos Ramirez and Mark Amarena were committing behind my back, right? They stole my identity. They altered medical documents. They changed up court documents and try to manipulate others that don't have the wisdom of the high priestess. But that is fine, right? That is why I was chosen for this mission. Because we're not letting these sneaky individuals get away with anything, no. Which is why they're all like, how does Ray know that? How does Ray know this? How does Ray know that? Relax. Ray knows everything that Ray has to know. Which is why when I first came out and started to expose them and started to, dismantle their little plan and started to expose their true identity, their true personality, they were not having it. So what are they going to do? They're going to create lies and illusions around the community towards the person that knows the truth. That's what these sneaky individuals like Anthony Marquez and Mark Amarena and Freddie Marcos Ramirez do, right? But I feel grateful to have this ancient knowledge and wisdom where I can not only help myself now, but I can help others. And let's read more about the high priestess, actually. The high priestess is one of the major arcanas in the tarot deck. It says, the high priestess, you have amazing wisdom within you, and everyone does, right? It's just all a matter of connecting to that deep part of you that is connected to the universe and everything around it. And you do that through working on your shadows, doing shadow work. You do that through meditation. Your abilities and your gifts will get better the more you practice that. because that is the only way that you'll be able to silence your mind. That is how you can gain wisdom and knowledge. And you have that. Take some time to be quiet, what I just said, and listen to the voice of the divine and your guardian angels as they reach out to give you the answers you are seeking. Meditation, I just said this before even reading it. Meditation and prayer are invaluable tools of guidance for you now. Consider taking a quiet walk to intuitively connect with your angels and to receive their counsel. You may even notice that guidance comes in your sleeping dreams to provide exciting revelations with respect to your life purpose. And that is what a lot of people don't do, right? They don't take time to sit with themselves and silence their minds to really be able to gain knowledge and to gain wisdom. What happens on a regular person's life? They go through something hard, they go through something that's traumatic, and they just try and shove that to the side, and they just act like, no, I'm okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna overcome this because, I don't want to be emotional, I don't want to be that. And then they don't gain any wisdom, they don't gain any knowledge from the experience that they just had. This card is not about action, but about becoming crystal clear on what it is you want to create. And you have the ability to create the life that you've always envisioned in yourself, right? You have everything that God gave you to be able to materialize any idea. But it is how you use that. It is how you invest your time on a daily basis. It is, who you invest it with. Everyone wants to be the high priestess, but not everyone is willing to do the work that it takes to be high priestess. And then we have these witchy people like Anthony Marquez and Mark Amarena and Freddie Marcos Ramirez that try and confuse people around them like they have all these spiritual gifts, and like, no, right? Those people have no spiritual gifts. The only reason they have received what they have received is because it's been stolen, it's been manipulated, and they use a lot of witchcraft and rituals to manipulate other people's free will, right? That is a big no-no. God gifted us all with the beautiful gift of free will to be able to make decisions. And when someone like these people like Anthony Marquez and Freddie Marcos Ramirez and Mark Amarena go behind the curtains and do all these rituals and get people's hair and people's nails and people's underwear and try and put people's names in jars and in the fridge and stuff, that is trying to manipulate people's free will. And that is a big no-no from the universe, from God. But they should see the consequences of playing with magic right about now. That's why they are sick. That's why they will never reach anything in life anymore, because they are set to go to prison or their coffin, right? These people use low vibrational spiritual practices like witchcraft to try and make other people's life harder. They get in your mind, and then you start feeling confused, you start feeling doubtful, you start feeling not like yourself, you start feeling unmotivated. You don't do the things you used to do, and you continue like that, and you don't realize what is going on, right? There are people, it's crazy to even say that, but there are people that spend money on rituals to try and keep this man next to them. No, he has to be next to me. He can't go over there. Do something. Do a love spell. Do a sex spell so he could be attracted to me. That's what Anthony Marquez does. Because he's so nasty and he's so ugly inside and out, and he's so bitter and he's so jealous of me that's what he's been doing. Before I even knew how gifted I was, Anthony Marquez got a tarot card reading, right, done on me, on Charlie and I. And there he's seen our true abilities, our true gifts, which is why everything started to go downhill from there, right? He started working with Mark Amarena and Freddie Marcos Ramirez. Made me lose my place, made me lose so many things, but none of that is important. The wisdom and the knowledge that I have is much more valuable. It is what they want. It is what they've been wanting, and they will never get that. When you have the sight of a high priest, of a high priestess, you're able to observe things from a bird's eye view. You're able to see the unseen because of your connection, because of your spiritual gifts. If you've been feeling worried about not taking action on your dreams, then release those concerns and be at peace. Patience is rewarded at this time. Look at me. I've been having patience of a saint this whole time because I'm connected to my gifts, I'm connected to my spirituality, I'm connected to the world around me, I'm connected to the universe. And that has allowed me to have vision about what it was that was going on. That allowed me to have vision of why people that I considered friends stopped talking to me. It allowed me to see all of the evilness that was coming out from Mark Amarena and Anthony Marquez and Freddie Marcos Ramirez. It allowed me to see all of that, and it allowed me to have peace because I knew what was going on. And they may have tricked other people around them that don't have a vision, that just monkey see, monkey do, and don't have any questions, but you cannot trick someone like me. I was able to figure out why it was that they were trying to create all of these lies, right? Because they wanted to steal the life insurance policy money that they illegally deposited in a bank account that was illegally opened under my name, which is why then they tried to, make a whole murder plot to kill me, to kill someone like me, because I was aware of what it was that they were all doing. Especially after I discovered all of the pedophile behavior that Freddie Marcos Ramirez does and why he stole that baby to siphon the energy, and also how Anthony Marquez loves to hide behind his church and his church followers and puts in a victim persona. But those church followers, those people that go to church, those people that go to Anthony Marquez's church are the same people that dibble and dabble in lower vibrational spiritual practices to try and manipulate their way into success. And there goes Mark Amarena, who knows nothing about spirituality, who's always just getting sexed down by anyone. That's why he has all those diseases and sicknesses. And he wanted to just incorporate himself in a story that has nothing to do with him. Just like Freddie Marcos Ramirez and just like Anthony Marquez. They wanted to incorporate themselves in my life story, in my love story. But it's okay. It was part of my life purpose to experience that, so I could be able to still have what was always meant for me. And you could put that in your life, right? What you've always envisioned for yourself, the life you've always envisioned for yourself, the relationship you've always envisioned for yourself, the job you've always envisioned for yourself. It is yours, as long as you don't let any of these low vibrational, one-dimensional, two-dimensional, narcissistic people get in the way of that. And you don't have to fight with them. You don't have to do any of that stuff. by simply you being you, your true authentic self, and staying focused, nothing will get in between of that. Because you will have the sight of a high priestess, of a high priest. And that will give you clarity. That will give you patience as well. Your intuitive abilities are greatly enhanced, and it is important that you trust your intuition. And that is how your intuitive abilities grow. The more you practice it, the more you trust it, the more you go with that first feeling, the better it will get. The more you will trust it. And you'll be surprised at how many spiritual gifts you have. Come on, we're all spiritual beings living a human experience. And we all have the ability to be connected to what is around us, the earth. But people don't see that because they get so caught up in this 3D life, and they get so caught up in drama and conflict and gossip and, oh, look what he's wearing, look what he's doing, this and that. That's how they spend the rest of their human life, and they never grow and they never evolve. Your emotions are like a powerful compass, pointing you to the right direction. Follow them with confidence. That is why it's so important to listen to your feelings, to your emotions. Your heart chakra is so important. It is how people manifest. And we have all these low vibrational beings talking about things that they don't even know what they're talking about. Saying that love is not important, love is weak, your feelings that. They don't know what they're talking about. Your feelings will always guide you to the right place. Ignoring your feelings will have you in situations that you end up regretting later. And that's when you say, oh, I wish I would have done this, I wish I would have done that. You wish you would have listened to your feelings. So you wouldn't be at the place that you're at right now. So let your feelings guide you. If your feelings is letting you know that you want to be with somebody, it is for a reason. If your feelings are letting you know that you need to go somewhere, it is for a reason. Don't ignore that, ever. Speaking from experience. Angel message. There is joy and peaceful in action. Right? Sometimes you don't even have to do anything. You just be yourself. And that will give you peace, because kind of like me, like I've had peace this whole time, regardless of how many rumors, false rumors, how many lies they created about me, right? Regardless of how many photoshopped photos they created about me, regardless of how many AI'd fake videos they created of me to make it look like me when it was Mark the whole time wearing my clothes that I left at my previous place. Regardless of all of that, I've remained intact. I've remained at peace because I know what was going on, and I knew how everything was going to end. Sit with us and we will help you envision the perfect plan for creating the life you desire. And you get those moments of, you get those aha moments when you take time and just be by yourself. Take a walk in nature, do a little hike by yourself. And I say by yourself because that is how messages come in. That is how you'll get little visions in your mind about your next steps forward. The more you do that, the better your intuitive vision will get, your third eye will get, the better your whole life will get. Because when your spirit is in good health, your physical body is also in good health, and you'll have the ability to continue walking this earth in good health. Which is why we can see now why Mark Camarena is not in good health, why Anthony Marquez is not in good health, and why Freddie Marcos Ramirez is not in good health. Because their spirit has been working so hard on something that was never going to result in anything, right? Working so hard to try and steal something that is mine. Working so hard to try and steal my money that belongs to me, which Mark Camarena was given the order to advise me of that money, and he never did, right? Which is why now he's in even more trouble with the justice system. Right? He was buying time this whole time, trying to come up with the next plan, try and come up with the next scheme on how he can have access to that money, which is why they created the whole fake death certificate to try and give it as proof to the corrupt judge, so the judge could give them access to that. But Papi is alive. And he's waiting for the money that belongs to him. Trusting your own inner wisdom. Man, have patience with yourself, right? Nothing just happens from one day to the next, no. Everything evolves, everything grows. Right? A plant is not, you don't plant a plant one day and then the next day it's a tree. No, it takes time to grow. That is amazing.